Be live. Hopefully we are. Hopefully the word gets out that the show's live. This is Frank Branches. The show is RPGrinders. I'm waiting for Break and or Eric RPG to join in the fun here. Should be a fun show today. Not there's no news, which is kind of a good thing this week. We've got some other stuff to go over. As you can tell, I got a bit of a cold, so it's going to be one of those weeks. We have, what do we got? We might have some Dear Breakman stuff. Let's see, what else? We got some reviews this week. You guys are going to want to stick around for that, because I think I've finally found a movie on Shudder that isn't worthy of anything, let alone being on Shudder. Stinkos are going to be pretty interesting this week. You guys are going to want to stick around for the Sweetos. Got a special Sweeto for y'all today. It's more of a lulz than a Sweeto, but nonetheless, we got a funny or stupid this week. Free for all, we're going to be doing the greatest game show of all time, rounds 2 and 3, since we didn't get to it last week because of breaks, issues with Skype. I'm guessing you had a lot of problems with Skype. So that should be fun. We've got a couple heavy hitters still left in the tourney. I gotta put this down in my Stinkos too. Something that happened, which I will do. Okay, that's in there. But we've got. We're gonna have a heck of a show for you guys. Eric's got some stuff that he wants to talk about in free for all, so we'll go through that, along with our game show, greatest game show of all time, rounds 2 and 3, and we will finish that next week. It should be a ton of fun. Hopefully, you guys can join. We should have tons of fun with this one. I'm telling you all. Even though my voice is what it is this week, I think we're going to have a ton of fun with the tournament. There's still, like I said, some heavy hitters, and then there's some, some, like spoiler, what do they call that, dark horses in here, like Gong Show is still in here. Wow. Jeopardy's still in there. That's a big hitter. Pyramid, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So we got quite a few big time game shows left in our tournament. We'll do rounds 2 and 3, and we will finish. Actually, we should just do round 2. So we will do round 2 today, and we will crown a champion next week. So that should be a ton of fun. Let's see. I think. Okay. If you're just joining us, show's RPGrinders. This is Frank. I'm gonna be on with Eric RPG here in just a second. Hey, Eric.
Hi.
How you doing, man? We're on the air. Let me know if you can hear this, Eric. Hold on just a second.
Hello, Colorado. David Schmidt.
Did you hear that? We should be good to go then. We're going to have a heck of a show for y'all today. No news. I think Eric wanted to do something in free-for-all today, right, Eric? I think you had some...
No, I just know that free for all is going to take extra longer because of all the stuff we missed.
Yeah, I think we should be okay. But if we have time, we'll go over some topics. Lots to talk about. But it might be a short show anyways because I'm under the weather, which sucks. But what can you do? This is Frank. I'm on with Eric. We're just doing a little pre-show banter before we do the show proper. I think Break is in chat. Let's see if he's in chat. Boy, do I got the coughs today, man. COVID's running wild. I'm wondering if I might have caught the COVID, Eric, because the symptoms seem to match up. But luckily, I'm vaccinated. Otherwise, I'd probably end up in a hospital. It's crazy. Birdie's not feeling too good either. But we got a heck of a show for y'all today. No news today, so it's going to be an unusual week. No news. Did the games for August come out yet on PlayStation Plus, Eric? I think...
No, you don't know what they are yet.
Okay. There were some rumors going around, and I didn't like the rumors that were going around for the next month, so hopefully it'll be something completely different. I know I just didn't care for what they were going to put out there, but hopefully it won't be those games. Hopefully we'll have some Dear Breakman questions. What else do we got here? Yep, still at, yeah. Okay, it's been an interesting week. Oh, I know what else I'm gonna review too. You seen the show Invincible, Eric?
No.
Yeah, it's good. I wasn't digging it at first, but turned pretty good. So I'll do a review of that. I didn't get a chance to see Masters of the Universe, but Eric will be doing a review of that. Stinko should be good, as usual. And Sweetos as well. And then, of course, we're going to have a Funny or Stupid segment, courtesy of Bernie. So we'll do that, and we'll decide if TikTok is funny or stupid. And then we're going to have Free For All this week, the greatest game show of all time, round 2. So, you know, like I said, it might be a shorter show this week, which would benefit me greatly because not feeling too great. We're just waiting for Break to get on in here. And I saw him online. Don't know what happened. Eric, you want to throw on that we're doing a little on Twitter, that we're doing some pre-show stuff on the show, and I'll retweet that in a second here. My nose is running. Ugh, I better catch it. So yeah, lots to talk about this week. Should be lots of fun. If my voice holds up for the entire show, which hopefully it will. Whew, super hot here, Eric. How hot is it there?
It's cooled down a little bit, but it's like in the 70s, I think.
Ooh, that's perfect, man. I wish it was that way here. It's like
75.
Mid-90s here. A little bit of humidity. It's pretty awful. No AC. I'll talk about that. We had our AC fixed, but not anymore. Yeah. So there we go. I think Breakman will be here this week. I saw him in chat, at least in the chat, not active in the chat, but and I did see him on Twitter. So hopefully we'll get Break this week. He's having a hard time with Skype. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I wish things could settle down with the Skype. Skype is just not a great program.
This is why I'd probably need to switch to Discord.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that, Eric. That might be the way to go. We'll definitely see how it goes here. Sucking on some mints all the show, so that way I don't cough in everybody's ear.
Well, here's a homie discount for you. I might as well get it out of the way.
Yeah, go for it.
You can get the digital version of Demon's Souls for the PS5 for $49.69.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, it's better than 60, you know.
I wonder if it's the digital deluxe edition, though. because I get it for that price. I'd pay that kind of money for the exclusive gear you can't get anywhere else, which is kind of dumb. Still, they never offered it anywhere else. But
they'll offer it in about a year. They always do that shit. This is exclusive.
And apparently
content.
it's on sale until the 5th, so you got a couple weeks.
Gotcha.
But no, this is just the standard edition.
That sucks.
The digital deluxe edition is $70 though.
Jeez.
$70.19.
Wow.
It's normally in $90.
Yeah. Come on.
I think it'd be more worth it though if the ritual blade were actually upgradable, but it isn't. But like the armor though would be nice though.
Yeah.
The armor and the hot plate shield.
Yeah.
You also get Shards and Grange, which are like hard to find because they're exclusive items to this version of the game.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And you get the soundtrack, so it's really what you're paying for rather than the actual game.
Yeah.
It's the game and the cost of like a $20 soundtrack.
Yeah. Anybody else in chat? Sometimes I can't see the names. Let me know if you're in chat, anybody.
Although they should throw the original game soundtrack in there with it, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Do you see anybody in chat, Eric?
I've had nasal drippage the past couple days. That's the only thing that's bothering me this week.
Yeah. Achilles? I have no idea who that is. If you're in chat, give a shout out in the chat room. Oh, MXT's in chat. What's up, MXT? I can't see I'm gonna have to get closer to TV to see you guys typing. Can't find my glasses anywhere, so there's part of my Stinkos. There you go. Preview of Stinkos. Did you see who signed with AEW, MXT? Oh, Bernie's in chat too. And let's see who else is in there. Come on. Akibis is in chat. Welcome on in. Glad you could join us. We have not started the show yet. We're waiting on Break. I saw Break in there earlier. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we won't have as many issues.
I probably should have called him yesterday just to see if everything's working.
Yeah, I know. I texted him, or I tweeted him earlier, DM'd to see if he wanted to test, and I saw him there earlier. But
okay, so Konami just announced a game called Contra Returns, and there's gonna have a public beta. So I'm wondering if it's multiplayer online.
Most likely. Hey,
it'd be weird if it was like Contra Souls or something.
Oh my god. Hey, MXT, did you see who signed with AEW?
Then again, there was a beta for well, they called it a beta. It was more like a final alpha build of the Stranger from Paradise game. So it's probably maybe something like that.
AEW's pretty good. I can't stand Cody or Kenny. They grow on you, MXT. At first, I was the same way. They're both kind of the same, like arrogant, young, good-looking, badass wrestlers, man. I mean, I was that way with Kenny Omega, MXT, but I just learned to appreciate what he does, man. He's just really solid. Yeah, Brian and Punk. I can't wait to see him in there. Like they got to debut Punk in Chicago, man. I mean, that has to happen. So yeah, Cody is fine in WWE, but he tries to be like menacing, and he's not. He goes back and forth, MXT. Like I like him better as a face, obviously, but I don't mind him as a heel either. But it's gonna be a while before he's a heel. You know what I love about Cody, MXT? He puts over a lot of people. And that's what it's all about. You know, he doesn't cry about losing all the time, and you know, you get those wrestlers that just they have to win. You know, and it's just like
Well, and the Contra game I was talking about, it's
yeah,
apparently a mobile game. Of course it is.
but of course, Cody feels like a wannabe Skeletor at times for sure. But he's good, man. I mean, WWE never used him properly, MXT, and that just sucks, you know. Skeletor always put over the man. Yeah, I mean that business. That's how it has to be, you know. It's just you got to put over other wrestlers, man. Like you can't win all the time. I mean, unless you're somebody like Lashley, you know, this big dude that's imposing and stuff like that. If you're just joining us, the show's RPGrinders. We have not started the show yet. We're waiting on Break to get on in. I don't know where he's at. I saw him in chat earlier. Let's see if he is here now. I got a heck of a cold, so hopefully that won't come over too badly. I haven't liked Kenny since way back when I first saw him in Japan. He's just not my cup of tea. He grows on you, MXT. I mean, I don't know how much you've seen of Omega, but right now he's awesome because he's a badass heel, man. He's about as unlikable as it gets, MXT. Like, and that's what you want in a heel. You know, you want to not like the guy. You know, it's very unlikable. I like him way better as a heel. But he's really good, man. I mean, at first I had the same kind of feelings MXT. I was like, ugh, this guy again. But he's just really good, you know. But anyways, looking on Twitter, I don't see anybody there. I don't see Break there. Break, if you're listening, man. Let me know in chat or Skype that you're good to go. If you're just joining the show's RPGrinders, we have not started yet. We're waiting on Breakman to get on in here, and then we will start the show. We've got a heck of a show planned. No news this week, so it might be a little shorter show. But we do have the free-for-all, greatest game show of all time, round 2. Next week we'll crown the greatest game show of all time. Got a funny or stupid TikTok video for you all today. You guys help us decide if it's funny or stupid in our ongoing journey to determine whether or not TikTok is funny or stupid. MXT, you're gonna want to stick around for my Sweeto this week. It's more of a lulz, but it's funny as hell. You're gonna want to stick around for that. The Stinkos, of course, are always going to be awesome. What else? Yeah, hopefully we'll have a Dear Breakman segment if we can get Breakman on. Let's see. I think Bernie's stinking me out here. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's get Break on in. Let's see if we can get Break on in. So how was your week, Eric? Did I lose Eric? Wow. Hey, Eric, you there? Wow, that's awesome. I lost Eric. Okay. Eric, you there? Oh, boy. Okay, let's try this again. Let's call him. Hey, Eric. Let's see if we can get Break on in this call. Um, calling you.
That's weird to see. It's weird to see gargoyles do anything. And apparently, they're making figurines.
Hey, Break, do we got you?
Yo,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you. Holy shit! Wow,
Thank God.
I know.
Thank bacon, you mean?
I know. Thank bacon. Cool. We're gonna have a heck of a show now that Break is here. I'm sure, even though I'm sicker than a dog.
So we don't have any news?
No news. No news this week. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna get right to it. You guys ready to go?
I guess. Oh, why not?
Let me get some.
I told you I wasn't gonna do news this week.
Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't on last week, remember?
Yeah, doofus. Okay.
But
I couldn't
you
get
could
on
have
last
listened. You
No,
could
I
have
couldn't. I was trying to get on.
He was
listened.
trying.
No, you could have listened to the episode we uploaded.
Why would
Oh,
anybody listen to this show?
Yeah, we don't even listen to this shit.
Right. I mean, come on now. Okay, let's see. Let's get started. Let's get this party started. Let me hit record here. And welcome, everybody, to episode 651 of RPGrinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, and making his return this week, Breakman the Bold. Breakman, how you been, man?
I mean, I was here. I was trying to get here.
Right, you were here,
Oh,
but
God.
just
I
not
was
on the
having
show.
so much trouble
Yeah.
last week.
I know.
I cried like a little baby.
I know. We cried too, man. We missed you, man.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody else crying too.
Yeah, he made. See, that should be Breakman's model, making everybody cry since 1974. You know, like one of those type of things. I know you made your mom cry when you were born.
So
you know.
I'm guessing that was your birthday, maybe? You just gave a hint to?
No, definitely not my birthday. All right, how was your week, Break?
It was alright, I guess.
Yeah, it was a week.
It was an irritating week. It's over now, so it's alright, I guess.
Right, at least you're on the show, man. We're happy for that,
Mhm.
man. Nice to have you back.
Well, it's part of my stinko. I'll get to it.
Okay, no problem. Eric, how was your week, man? I know we talked a little bit before the show.
It was alright, I guess.
Yeah. Mine was okay until I caught this cold, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But you know, we're not gonna have any news this week, which is unusual. So, you know, it's just one of those weeks. Homie discounts this week. We still got the PS Plus for $38.89, so you're basically saving $22 on that deal. I know Disco Elysium, that I hear a lot about, is on sale on the PlayStation Network, and there's a huge sale on the PlayStation Network. Way too many to go through, and I know
Yeah.
I briefly viewed the Microsoft stuff, the Xbox stuff, and there's tons of shit there too. So
Yeah.
it's just way too much to go over every fucking week. So, you know, it's the usual sales. I know the Batman trilogy was like $10, which is a really good deal. Stick of Truth was $9, which is a good game. I like that better than Fractured But
Yeah, if
Whole.
you listen to the show and you hadn't played that game, what is wrong with you?
I know. I mean, you really should pick it up. $10, good price on it. So pick that game up and you'll have a good time. All right, Breakman, should I hit your music?
Before you hit my music, Mrs. Breakman brought me a new toy, and I'm just gonna
Oh.
play with this lightly.
Okay.
Just
What?
lightly.
Is that one of those like? Is that one of those like Australian like things that like you know you like make that sound that distinctive
I
sound?
don't know what the hell this thing is, but it can get really, really loud.
Okay, well, wow.
Okay, that's it.
That's like a soccer like kazoo or something, man. That's weird,
It's,
man.
it's tiny too. It's like fits in the palm of my hand.
Wow. Okay, cool. There you go. I thought it was some weird dildo that you were going to tell us all about this week, but that's not the case. Okay.
No, I would film that for everyone.
Right. Okay. Hit your music break.
Oh yeah, let me get that out.
All right, dear Breakman, what do we got?
Well, I'm still scrolling back here because this was last week, and I've been in some Twitter fights over the week. I don't know what anybody's talking about. I wasn't fighting anybody on Twitter, having any arguments about anything.
That's weird. Usually there's some Twitter.
What's that?
Usually there's some Twitter bitching going on.
What do you mean? I'm such a schoolboy on Twitter. I never do anything bad or would get suspended for anything I do.
Right.
And this one comes from our friend Free Five Chaos. He says, "Ask Breakman, if coworkers are invading your personal space, how would you get them to get away?"
This is easy for me, anyways. I just turn around and fart, like really, really bad.
Somehow I knew you have one just waiting for all situations. Like you're just
Right.
holding on to that fart just in case.
Right. I mean, everybody has that one, right, that they can hold back. I mean, there's some that you can't. You just gotta let them rip. But there's always.
No. Most of us aren't waiting to fart on people, Frank. It's
Oh,
just
I
you.
am. Like, that's a perfect situation for that, man. I mean, you want somebody to exit your space, you just turn right around and let it rip, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's got to be effective. I can't imagine a more effective way.
Right.
Because if you shoot them, they're gonna fall right there, and they're staying in your personal
Right.
space.
I mean, maybe you could threaten them with a knife. That might be another good one. Just turn.
Slash them. I mean, that usually gets people to run away. But then they leave blood, and I mean, so part of them is still in your personal space too.
Right.
You could just stand up and start growling at them.
Pretend to be Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, there you go. You
That'll
could
drive 'em
pretend.
off.
Jehovah's Witness. That's when you start talking about religion. Yes, that see, that could be a double-edged sword because there are other people who want to talk about nothing but religion. So if you start talking about religion, yeah, you're going to scare off most people, but you might get unlucky and get that one person who's going to be like, "Oh, really?" and then sit down next to you, and then you're stuck with them for the rest of the day.
Right. And then you have to make up a bunch of BS, which,
Because then, like, you don't, unless you want to be a real asshole, because at that point, once they're sitting down, you can start talking about how much you love Satan.
Right. That usually does, like, or you could say something like, "Did you want to learn about the Dark Lord too?" Stuff like that. That might be
That might
a way.
actually get those people to leave you alone
Yeah.
for good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
There you go. Wyland looks like he just joined chat. What's up, Wyland? Nice to see you in there.
Oh, why can't I get in the chat? Oh, man.
I
Come
saw
on,
you-
chat. Let me in.
I thought I saw you in there. Whatever.
Where,
Where is Freak 5? Speaking of Freak 5. All right, what else you got?
so let me see. Obviously scaring them is probably the most effective way because then they don't like bleed all over your stuff. But then they might go get their boss too, and nobody wants to. Oh, I'm in chat. Thank God. Here we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
So,
What's up, Freak 5? Freak 5 just joined chat. Speak of the devil. There he is.
Thanks.
But
So we're talking about your question for us right now, and we've eliminated some of the better possibilities. Unfortunately, I mean the easiest thing to do is to kill somebody, obviously, but
right. Too
they're
messy.
still in your they're in your personal space now. They've bled all over it. It's a problem.
I kind of like my idea about talking to him about being a Satanist. That might end.
I think that is a great idea if you want, because I think it's a combination of Eric's and your ideas. You start talking to him about religion.
Right.
90% of the people are going to walk away, but that one person who sits down and grabs a chair and sits down next to you and says, "Tell me more," just start talking about Satan, how much you love them. That person will leave and never bother you ever again.
Right.
Unless they're really into actually Satan, and then there might be a problem, because then they might go get their friends to talk to you and stuff like that.
No. You can take the. Then you could take the neutral route and Shin Megami Tensei style and just say how both of them are fuckers and you hate each of them.
Freak 5 says.
I'm just kidding. Fuck him too.
Right. Freak Five says, "Damn, there must not have been much news." Yeah, no news this week. We kind of designed it that way. Freak Five. I'm not feeling too good. I got a heck of a cold. I'll talk about later. But you know.
Well, since you got a cold, we should probably go ahead and move on then.
No, what else you got? Break.
No, that's the only question I see. Was there another question? Did Bernie send me one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let me see. There's the Cthulhu diaper one. I think we talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about the Cthulhu diaper.
Or not or 2 weeks ago. I meant not last week.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing this. I see the people fighting with me on. Talking to me and stuff.
Yeah, like talking, having civil conversations on Twitter, which everybody does.
Here's
obviously.
an interesting one. Something I've never done. Hosted my show, RPGrinders High. With the way things are going, I might start. Said at Frank Branches.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I did do that, and I am not high this week. I can guarantee you that.
I didn't notice that one, or I would have retweeted it for you. There's no favorite retweet. Oh, that's interesting. So you're not doing it because you're sick, but next week you're going to finally do the show high, like we've tried to get you to do forever, right?
Probably not. Dungeon's in chat.
Dang it.
Dungeon the Ninja's in chat. He says Cosmic Sin has to be the worst movie I've seen so far this year. Wait for it, Dungeon. Just wait for it. I got something special for you later. He says Comic Sin has to be the worst movie you've seen so far. I got one that's probably worse, so you're gonna want to stick around.
I never even heard of it, so maybe this is a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of Cosmic Sin either. What the hell is Cosmic Sin?
Well, see, Freak Five agrees with us, Breakman. He says, well, my solution was to let out a Silent but Deadly, and my coworkers moved out of my space. So see, I mentioned that. I was like, just turn right around and fart. I mean, just let it rip.
Yeah, but most people don't have them loaded. I'm trying to help everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to save the world here, not one person at a time. I'm trying to save everybody at the same time.
Yeah, I would suggest the way to do that is like you said, Break. Start talking about religion, and if they're into it, then you change it to like Satanism, and then that should like really do it. That should like end any and all wanting to visit your cubicle type shit. That's what I'm saying. I mean that's healthy advice, I would say. Break.
Yep.
Yeah.
A silent but deadly. See, that's too vague. You have to light out a loud fart.
Yeah.
They have to know you're the one who farted.
Loud lawnmower one, man. Just
right,
let it rip.
Like if you like a silent but deadly fart, they could think it's one of the other people that's there or something, or or whiffed it from somewhere. No, you have to be loud as fuck, so it's obnoxious, and they never want to be by you again.
Yeah.
And if for insult to injury, giggle every time you see them. If you walk by.
Dungeon says Cosmic Sin is a sci-fi flick on Netflix starring Bruce Willis as a general known for blowing up a planet to stop a rebellion, then put out to pasture until now. So it's like one of those.
Until now.
Do another Die Hard movie, Bruce. We don't want to hear from you.
I didn't see the last Die Hard movies because I saw the previews and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, he's now doing like CGI stunts and shit?
Ugh, yeah.
This isn't Die Hard anymore. This is... I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's not Die Hard. It's more like a video game at this point.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Don't
All
do
right.
that.
Anything else, Breakman?
No, I think that's it.
All right, let's move on to...
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, Inquiring Minds want to know what we've been playing, but first up, Wyland says, ignore the last Die Hard, it's trash. Yeah, I would say so, Wyland. That last one was awful. Okay, what you been playing, Breakman?
Yeah, I quit after the... I like the second one, I think, and I kind of enjoyed the third one just because Samuel L. Jackson was in it.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it.
But but it wasn't. It was still like it's starting to get a little bit over the top, kind of. And then the fourth one they just went crazy with, and it's just like, no, this isn't. This what do you got? No, I don't want to see this anymore. This is Indiana. You've Crystal Skulled this shit. Crystal Skull came out. Yeah. Beside the point. But oh my god, the new indie movie, I'm terrified.
It's gonna be awful. I know it's gonna be awful. Although Antonio Banderas is in it, and he tends to make things slightly better. So
I do like him, yes.
Yeah. All right, what you been playing, Break?
So I've been playing more of the Dungeons 3. I've been through some of the DLC now since it's been a couple weeks I've been on. And the first DLC pack I played was really, I think, easy. A lot easier than maybe the main story even, and I got through it pretty quickly. And then the second one pack, the pirate pack, was fucking impossibly hard at some points. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me, I had to redo that over and over again. And when you're playing an RTS and you're not like I don't like to like rush. I will do it, and I can do it sometimes
Yeah.
if I need to, but I don't like to rush when I'm playing RTS. I like to build up my army. Like to me,
Right,
that's the fun
right.
part of it. It's making a massive army and then just crushing your opponent.
Right.
So I'll take a while playing RTS. So sometimes I'll be in like 2 or 3 hours into a game before I fuck up, and it's like shit. I'll start over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anything else you've been playing, Break?
More of the Breath of the Wild. I've just been I'm still early in the game. I was supposed to go to a town and talk to a person. I went and talked to him and asked me if I wanted to know like the secrets of my past, and I said nah and just kind of walked off. And I've just been wandering around the wild since.
Yeah.
I know it's what you need to do to advance the story, but I'm like I'm kind of just enjoying walking around and finding, oh, what's that over there?
Yeah.
Oh, I can catch that. Oh, I can catch that. Oh,
See,
I can catch that. I
that's
got
a-
crabs
I mean,
and fish and
that game
snouts and
and-
birds and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? This crazy.
Yeah, it's almost a perfect game, man. I mean, that game, you see something, you can get to it, which is fucking awesome. I love that in video games.
Yeah, no, it's totally distracted me from the story. I'm like, yeah, I could, but ooh, there's a hill over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's on the other side of the hill? It's a mountain. We've got to climb it.
Yeah. Dungeon says Cosmic Sin looked like it was a straggler from a direct-to-video store in the 90s. Wyland says new indie movie will make Crystal Skull look like a masterpiece. Freak5 says I was invited to play in a Pathfinder 2 2nd Edition game, and as I was looking through racial options, I saw that I could play as a sprite. So I decided on a sprite wizard going necromancer. That's pretty cool. Dungeon says, I hope the leaks for the indie movie aren't true. The story sounds bonkers. I then found out that sprites can get a corgi mount as a familiar freak. Ooh, that's awesome. Sounds like they are, though, the rumors of Wyland says. No, Dungeon says. Freakpie says, so my sprite is going to pretend to be the corgi's familiar and convince people that the corgi is a wizard. That's pretty awesome. I could use a cantrip iMessage to talk to people. Yeah.
Why is
And
the
that's
fucking thing talking to me? The dog's talking to me, dude. Fuck.
I
I
know.
must be high. Shit. This shit's good. Get more of it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Anything else you've been playing, Break?
Oh, I was playing a little bit of it today. Did you know there's a game on Google right now?
I saw
In honor
that.
of the Olympics.
Yeah. What is it? Like,
It's a mobile phone. It's like it's a venture mini game type thing. So there's
Uh-huh.
like an archery event. You're just trying to hit the targets as they pass by.
Gotcha.
A game we've played 1 billion times, going back to like Atari and shit.
Yeah.
There was a skateboarding level that was kind of fun. A little bit fun with that. It was it's a 2-button thing, but it's kind of harder to control than a lot of games,
Yeah.
because of the it's motion controlled instead of.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not like keyboard and mouse option on the. Why? I guess they only made it to be a mobile game.
Huh.
It
Okay.
looks like.
All
But I think a keyboard and mouse might. Well, that'd probably be hard too to do things like this skateboarding event.
right. Yeah.
Oh well, it's kind of fun, I guess. It's kind
Yeah.
of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Eric, what you been playing?
I'm playing more Monster Hunter Stories, Skyward Sword HT, nearing the end of that. By the time I'm finished, I'll be ready for Ace Attorney Chronicles next week.
All right.
And a little bit of Ender Lilies on the Xbox. Because I asked for code for that, because they might not be able to give me PS5 code. But if they do, I'll be able to cover all 3 versions, so who knows.
Freak Pie's naming the corgi Dr. Corgenstein. That's pretty awesome.
Anyways, that's all I've been playing.
All right. I didn't get a plan. I didn't play too much. I did play a little bit of FF7 Remake just to get a couple of the quests that I'm missing, the side quest shit, and I'm waiting for the DLC to go on sale. I'm not gonna play the DLC till I'm not gonna pay $20 for a DLC, so I'm waiting for that to drop in price. So
Is there a season pass? That's the one thing that really annoys me
No.
about.
Nope.
That sucks too.
Yep.
There's only going to be this DLC, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess then you don't need a season pass. But like
Yeah.
Dungeons, I think there's like 7 packs. It's like,
Wow.
God, can't I have a season pass?
I know.
I would buy them all. I'm going to, but no, okay. Individually fine. Whatevs.
Yep. Okay, let's.
I say to that.
Yeah, exactly. You need to get one of those. I think they're called vuvuzelas, Breakman, like those
Something like that. Yeah,
Australian. You know, like.
Right, but I don't know. I can't be better than this.
No, definitely not better than cowbell, man.
No,
for
it's
sure.
not better than this.
Freak Five's asking, you know what is
It's
yummy,
the
Break?
donkey horn. That's what I'm calling it.
A donkey horn. Yeah, there you go. I swear, one of these days, Break's gonna be like an expert harmonica player, man. Just by playing on RPGrinders. Let's see. Freak Five says tonight I'm having Chinese for dinner. Let me know how she is, Freak Five. All right, let's move on to reviews.
RPGrinders reviews.
Break, did you have any reviews this week?
Send all your complaints to @FrankBranches on Twitter. I'm just saying.
Yeah, at RPGrinders on
not
Twitter.
really.
Send them there.
Send me.
Yeah. Well, it's RPGrinders, man. It's the show.
Yeah.
All right. No reviews, Break?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Eric, your reviews. You got a few of them here.
Black Widow. Are we gonna do the full review, or are we gonna wait for break?
No, it's been a while. I'm gonna take my headphones off and let me know when you're done.
Okay, we will let you know, Break. Go ahead. Spoiler warning, everybody. This for Black Widow. I think I did my review last week. But
I won't say much more other than the fact that I liked the movie, and it was okay. I think its biggest problem, though, it's got two big problems. But one of them is a little bit lesser than the other. But the first big problem is because of the way that the movie ended. You'd think she'd have a reason to not have what happened to her in Endgame. So there's conflict there. And then there's the issue of Taskmaster, which isn't as much of an issue, but why can't they just introduce mutants proper to the series? Is it because the movie was recorded a year before the merger finally finalized?
Yeah, that's a big problem I had with the movie as well, Eric. Like
I didn't have a problem with the fact that other things about Taskmaster are different, other than the fact that they made them a cyborg because they couldn't make mutants yet.
No, Taskmaster was handled completely wrong. Not because
and because of that, though, they were stripped of any kind of personality.
Yeah. They handled Taskmaster really good.
But I think it's okay because they can always bring Taskmaster back in some other form because they're probably gonna bring Black Widow back in as another person like they've been doing. So
yeah, I know, but they fucked up that.
Just be a different Taskmaster.
I was actually really upset about that, Eric. That was one of the big problems I had with the movie. They gender swapped, which normally I don't have an issue with. I don't care about that.
That's not even an issue. But the fact that they didn't have a personality is a problem.
No personality, and the characteristics of Taskmaster were all wrong. Like Taskmaster's a wicked villain, just a wicked villain, you know, and a villain that learns constantly and they handled Taskmaster really good in the Spider-Man game. I don't know if you guys played Spider-Man, but Spider-Man, Taskmaster learned your moves and started kicking your ass later, you know, so you could kick his ass the first couple of times, but then, you know, later on he starts kicking your ass because he's learning all your fucking moves, so you have to do different shit, you know, and that's the way it should be. But, you know, whatever. I agree with you, Eric. I thought it was a good movie. Not great, but, you know. Dungeon says that was one of the things I didn't like about the flick, too. Just completely what the fuck. The character, as done in Marvel Avengers, the game had more personality. Yeah.
So I wonder if there's going to be a director's cut of Endgame that tweaks Black Widow's character to make what happens in this movie make more sense in that movie.
Maybe. So what are you giving Black Widow, Eric?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Yeah. I think that sounds about right. I think I gave it a 7.5.
All
Someone,
right. The next one I'm gonna review. Break can come back now. Well,
yeah.
maybe not. Maybe I should do. Maybe you should talk about Masters of the Universe.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't. I didn't see it yet. I'm going to watch it, but if you can do it spoiler free, that'll be fine.
But yeah, it's only 5 episodes. I thought it was gonna be a movie, but no, it's 5 episodes long
Hey, Break,
for
are
the
you
first
back?
for the first part.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be I guess another 5 for the second part, which will
Yeah.
finish the series off. And because I guess it's pitched as a finale to a show that never got a proper finale because they just made episodes until they didn't care anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about MOTU.
But without spoiling anything, it has a very cold opening, um, and it's a bait and switch because you think it's gonna be about He-Man, and it's kind of not.
Yeah.
But
it's-
there might be a narrative reason for that though, because they'll probably show up at the end just when they need him. Because if he was there the entire time, it might get old. And because he's He-Man, he just resolves situations quickly. So
yeah.
you play your trump card last. So if you want to make a compelling story, you kind of have to write him out of it.
Yeah. Wyland says it's not even a real sequel. They don't have the rights to the Funimation show or Filmation show,
Filmation, yeah.
which is odd. Yeah.
But that's kind of for the best because that is garbage cartoon.
Yeah. All right. So
And this is basically a merging of the animation studio that worked on Castlevania and the spirit of the 2002 reboot Masters of the Universe, which didn't last very long because no one watched it.
okay.
And the 2000s were just cluttered with a bunch of shows that were competing for people's attention. Ben 10 being one of them, and it coming out on top mostly.
Yeah.
But
All right.
although Ben 10's later in that timeline, so it wins by sheer just coming in late. It's pretty good. You should check it out. I give it this. So far, I'm giving it a score of 9 with the chance of it getting a 10, depending on how well the second half works out.
Ooh. All right. That's high praise. I'm genuinely curious. It either came out today or yesterday, and I didn't get a chance
Today.
to watch it. Yeah. But I am gonna watch it maybe tonight or tomorrow.
Hey,
but,
Break can finally come back now.
Yep. Break can come back. Let somebody know. Or yeah, Break come back. And we will continue on with the show. Do you have another?
Yeah, you can watch the 2002 version of Masters of the Universe on Tubi, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch the original show on HBO Max, I think. Or is it Netflix? I can't remember. I think it's Netflix.
Yeah. Wyland's gonna buy something else here, man. He's always buying statues.
Anyways, I saw Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel Part 3 because they were doing a rescreening as a Fathom event, so it was only one day and it was subtitled only, even though I think there was a dub for the movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, Spring Song is the subtitle of this series of films, which cover the Heaven's Feel arc of the original visual novel that this movie's based on. But it covers Sakura's route, and it is a conclusion of the arc, and it's pretty good, but overall the arc isn't as interesting as the other two arcs, but it has a lot of lore and backstory that you wouldn't get in the other two arcs, so it has some value.
Yeah.
Because I think Sakura as a character isn't really well developed. She's the least likable of the characters. But you get to learn a bit more about like why she's the focal point of this entire Holy Grail war and her significance with the rest of the plot, even though she's a background character in the other two routes.
Mm-hmm.
but it's like it's the whole reason why this Holy Grail War is even happening.
Yeah. All right. So, what else you got to say about that one?
There's a really good fight with Ryder and Saber Alter, which is the version of Saber that got corrupted by stuff that happens in the plot in the previous movies.
Right.
But if you've seen pictures of Fate Online, you probably already know who Saber Alter is, and are the various Alter versions of other characters.
All right.
They're just dark versions of that character. I'm going to give this movie a 9 as well.
Wow. Okay. Very high praise. So the trilogy is pretty good then.
Mm.
Yeah. Fate Stay Night.
I just wish Aniplex would stream the movie fucking somewhere so we could watch it whenever, instead of risking having to go to the theater. I was the only one who saw the movie. Also, I was the only one there who saw Black Widow that day.
Wow.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Not surprising.
It's like, yeah, Disney's hoping that they make all the theater money on the movie, and yeah, it's not working out. So you should have just fucking streamed it for free.
Yeah. All right.
Well, they're still making bank off their
Disney Plus charge.
Yeah.
the Prime rate too.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus tax.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a couple of quick reviews here. The first one I
More
want to
like
do.
highway robbery, but whatever.
Yeah. Real quickly, let me go to chat here. Wyland says
it just screws over people who are single like me, because like, why would I pay $30 for myself on a movie?
Yeah.
When I could just buy the movie for that price.
Well, or you could just wait.
You can buy it cheaper when it comes out, because usually when movies are released, they're released on sale. You know.
Yeah.
Well, $30 for like the limited edition usually.
And I heard there's places where you might be able to get a link to watch them. Eric, you know what I'm saying?
Would you go chase Zelda together?
Yeah, exactly. Wyland says people keep saying bots bought all the SDCC scare glows on Mattel's website. The site had proper measures to prevent that. They let people buy 2 per person.
Good. If only retailers would actually do this.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it really sucks because I wanted that scare glow. Wyland. I'm glad you got it though, man. That's really cool. All right. I'm gonna do 2 quick reviews here. One is for the show called Invincible. That's on Amazon Prime. What's that?
I said I liked it. Go ahead.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yes,
Break?
I watched it as well.
Yeah, I liked it too. At first, I was like, this is ganky, man. I mean, I like the voice acting really good. Stephen Yeun does the voice of Invincible. Basically.
Yeah, that reminds me. Masters of the Universe, Mark Hamill does Skeletor. He's a good job.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Yeun, he's becoming like a voice actor. Like.
Yeah. He's really
really
good.
transitioned into like I think like his. I keep saying like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, his career, like instead of Jesus Christ, I'm gonna shut up. I keep saying it.
You're in that time wormhole, man. Like you just. But
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
He's become Mark Hamill-ish, you know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Damn it! Quit saying like.
He's very good.
He's the actor, and then he's becoming even more famous as a voice actor. Is what I was trying to say.
He basically plays a young superhero, the son of a douchey superhero named Mr. Omega, I think is his name, or some shit.
Omni-Man.
Omni-Man. There you go. Omni-Man is basically imagine Superman.
He might as well be Mr. Omega, because it wasn't that guy kind of. No. I'm thinking of Ultra Prime from that comic series.
Omni-Man is a big douchebag. You find that out right at the beginning. I'm not going to spoil it.
Well, the first episode, let me say, like, the first maybe like, I think it's like 45-minute episode. The first probably like 40 minutes of the episode, I was like, what? This isn't any different from any other show.
Right,
like, I'm kind of bored. And then all of a sudden it turned on its head when he found out he's like a mass killer at the very end of the show.
Yeah.
Instead of the superhero that everybody thinks he is. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
So there's going to be graphic violence in this show. Okay, cool. You should have told me. You should have led with that. But okay.
See, here's the problem with this series that I had at the beginning. The first 4 episodes, other than that beginning that you said, the end of the first episode break, it was kind of boring. Like I was not getting into it, other than what you said about the end of the first episode. Like there really There was nothing that's
his personal life is that really, yeah. But the fights and the conflicts that they were going through,
yes.
that was pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the second half, like I think there was 8 or 10 episodes, but
I think 8. I think you're right.
the last half of it really picks up, and it gets really, really good, and it gets like emotional at times. It gets it basically makes you look at the sanctity of life. It's what I kind of gathered from it, and the power that the superhero has, especially Omni Man, who's voiced by J.K. Simmons. And J.K. Simmons, you guys know, is J. Jonah Jameson, and his character looks a lot like that. He looks like J. Jonah Jameson to me, but like ripped,
In recent news, he's only been doing commercials, as far as I know. Oh, I'm sure he's done other stuff, but I've seen recent times probably know more for his fucking State Farm commercials.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah. And J.K. Simmons is he's really a great actor. So
he nails the part of
he does.
The villain, especially when he really gets to go into like his emotional speeches in the end when he's trying to convince his son to. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, don't spoil anything.
But you know what I mean. When he's starting to give those really emotional speeches, like man, he's nailing it as a voice actor.
Yeah, he's really good.
And the voice acting cast for this is really spectacular.
It is. Everybody was absolutely spectacular. I think they even had that dude from Big Mouth,
yeah, he plays Jay. He plays Jay in Big Mouth. He's a Rex in this show.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And he's like such a douchebag. But he's one of the good guys. But that was one of my favorite scenes when she walked in on him when he's having a threesome with the what was her
Duplicate.
name?
Duplicate.
She kept it with her and her duplicate. So I was like, God damn, that's awesome.
that was awesome, man. I did like that too, man.
That kind of is worth getting in trouble with.
Right.
Does she intensify her sensations by doing that or something?
If you're gonna do it, go big, man. Duplicate, all 3 duplicates with Rex was pretty badass.
I know the third one walked out was pretty fucking hilarious. Like, oh, there's 4 of them in there.
And she gets all mad, man, and it was actually just really perfect, man. I don't know. There's a lot of promise. Right now, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10, just because I thought the first half of the first season was quite boring, because they dealt with a lot of like teen angst, like bullshit, high school.
They weren't really getting to the point of. They did a lot of beating around the bush as to what Omni-Man was actually up to and stuff. They made that the big focal point at the end.
Yeah.
And what they're leading to. They kind of wanted to give the first episodes, like you said, were really about Mark growing up and kind of hiding his identity and stuff like that. Usual superhero tropes and stuff.
Right. They did turn that on its side though, which I thought was pretty good. They didn't bullshit around they didn't beat around the bush, and like 5 seasons later.
Is there gonna be a second season?
Yes.
Yeah, there is going to be a second season. I'm happy, man, because there's a lot of potential.
Because I heard it was only like 6 episodes, so there's got
it's like 8 episodes.
8.
Yeah,
I think it was 8, but yeah, it was a hit. So they definitely already.
And it's from the same dude that did Walking Dead, which I don't know if that matters at all, but
it's the
good.
writer from Walking Dead comics, so that makes more sense.
Yeah, no, it's
Robert
fine.
Kirkland, this is one of his comics, and if you know this is a voice acting cast, there's several alumni from Walking Dead.
Yeah, it was good.
Stephen Yeun. I'm trying to think of some of the other people that are in it. Actually, his girlfriend is played by what the fuck's her name? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Anyway, but there are other like Walking Dead alumnus.
Yeah. Freak Pie says, so I was watching Beware the Blob. Wait. He said, I listened to a great course lecture called American Monsters. It was talking about how the monster stories we tell are influenced by the events of the time. So I was watching Beware of the Blob, and I can't help but see the influence of the times in this movie. The first people killed were black people, then some hippies, of course. And it is so racist. The black guy killed is an engineer, but he was portrayed as a drunken buffoon. Yeah. Well, I mean, Freak 5, that's if you look at old American movies for the most part, I mean, there's a reason why the trope, the black guy always gets killed first, or the black woman always gets killed first. If you even saw a black woman in a movie, I mean, heaven forbid you saw a black woman in a movie. I mean, you knew who was going to get killed right away. I mean, that's That's just how it was back in the day. That's why I love movies like Blackula, man. Blackula is one of my all-time favorite movies of that era. I love that movie. But all right, is MXT still in chat? Because this is what he's waiting for, man. And Dungeon. Hopefully Dungeon's still in chat. Dungeon mentioned a movie called Cosmic Sin that he thought was a big pile of trash, and I'm pretty certain I can top that. For the first time in the history of Grinders, I'm going to talk about a movie that I saw on Shudder that was absolutely one of the worst movies I think I've ever seen. And I know that's a little bit of hyperbole. I've seen worse, but not much. The movie I'm talking about is called, get this, guys, Straight Edge Kegger. Straight Edge Kegger. So...
that doesn't sound scary at all.
Yeah, I gave it a chance because it was... you get into descriptions, and you're like, okay, that sounds like a cool slasher movie. I'll watch it, and I always give a movie a chance, right? So I'm watching this movie. I kid you not, first 45 minutes, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens in the first 45 minutes. It's about this guy who hangs around a bunch of what looked like college dumbasses or douchebags, douche canoes, better term for them, go around picking on people, and this guy like not into that, but he still hangs around these guys.
That sounds kind of like Napoleon Dynamite, but Napoleon Dynamite had points of humor in it.
Yeah, this had nothing. This had nothing, man. There wasn't any good acting, there wasn't any good writing, not any good direction. Like this movie,
straight edge, I guess.
Okay, so this guy is straight edge, right? He doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and he makes sure and tells this guy he finds on the outside of this concert venue that he doesn't do any of that, and blah blah blah. And
I don't do either of those things either, but at least I drink occasionally.
Yeah, it's whatever. Anyways, he ends up befriending this guy, and this guy ends up making him drink. So then he starts drinking vodka and getting torn up, and he ends up at this house party. And the house party gets invaded by his former friends because he kind of fell out with them because they were picking on this dude too much. And they end up being these psycho killers that do this home invasion on this party. And it's so bad, guys. I can't tell you. Like, usually I come to you guys and tell you guys Shudder is worth every penny. This movie's not worthy of being on Shudder, man. It was so bad. Like, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10, and I'll tell you why.
Damn.
There were some cool effects, like special effect, like the death scenes. They had like slashed throats that looked kind of convincing. Other than that, if not for that, I would have given this movie the very rare 0 out of 10. But it gets 2 out of 10 just because of the cool little special effects with the blood and stuff like that. But don't just avoid this movie at all cost. It's awful. It's called Straight Edge Kegger, and it's currently streaming on Shudder, which I hope they get rid of this movie super fast, so that way if I ever recommend Shudder to somebody, they don't accidentally click on this movie and waste an hour and a half of their life. So there you go. Freakpie says, watching the original Psycho, the first half hour was all about how Norman's victim had robbed her boss. It feels like it was an attack on feminism, saying she deserves to die. Yeah, it's crazy. Dungeon says Frank's movie just sounds bad. At least it had a cool special effect. So I barely
no,
Dungeon.
Freak asked the real important question though.
Was there any boobs?
Were there any boobs in Straight Edge Kegger?
There were no boobs. There was a.
Okay, you're right. This movie gets a 1.
There was.
You gave it like a 2. Now
No boobs for the ladies or men. No dicks for the ladies or
no
men.
no redeeming value. I did see a movie the other day. I can't remember the name where women might be interested in, because they did have full frontal male nudity, which was a weird thing to see. And what movie was that, Bernie? Do you remember? If I remember, I'll do a review next week on it. It's worth doing a review. Yeah, he was a
So if there are no boobs or no dicks, is there ass?
No. There's a
so we don't even get ass.
There's a sex scene where you see the back of a woman's back. Oh, Rot is the movie. I'll have a review of Rot next week.
I see backs all the time though.
Yeah. I'll have a review of a movie called Rot next week, and then you guys will get the full frontal there.
Oh man,
so.
what's next? They're gonna show some ankle.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
said full frontal. You reminded me of that character from Gundam Unicorn.
Yeah. Basically, there was a sort of a sex scene, but no boobs. You just see the back of a woman's back, and I was like, oh boy. Yeah, there's no value for anybody in that movie. It just bad. So, I think we should move on to if my sound effects ever work.
Oh, I thought that was fine.
Your sound effects are sick too.
Ah, what is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman, you're up.
Oh, I got a few. Obviously last week, all the problems we had trying to get connected, and by the time I was finally able to get it up and running, the show was already over with.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. So yeah, that happened, and it's over with. Everything's working now, so that's a sweeto, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I got two more stinkos. One being the terrible surge of COVID. Nude nuns with guns. What? Tell us.
I
about
saw
it.
a movie like that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a movie like that.
So I'm guessing they wear the hat because to show that they're a nun, but everything else is naked.
Yeah. I love movies like that, man. Those nunsploitation movies
Habit.
are
I think
badass.
it's Habit. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Nunsploitation movies? Say what now?
Nunsploitation, yeah, man. There's a few of them. They're really good. Real fun.
Catholics really are naughty, huh?
They are, man. I like those
Yeah.
those Catholic schoolgirl suits, man. Those like
Damn it. Let's not talk about this.
FYI, any Catholic that says sex before marriage is a sin is a fucking liar. 'Cause all of them have done it
yeah.
for pleasure, not and kids are accidents.
Yeah. All right, Breakman.
Happy accidents, but still accidents.
But the guns actually does remind me of all
Meaning
the
they weren't
mass
intending
shootings
to have kids.
that haven't slowed down at all in the last couple of weeks. So.
No, I've noticed that, Breakman. Every day there's a new one. There was one in Chicago, one in California, one in I think it was Virginia, if I'm not mistaken.
They're all over the country. It's
Yeah.
it's an epidemic.
Yep.
Like I don't know what the fuck happened when people started coming out of the pandemic, even though we're still in the pandemic, which is my next stinko. That COVID is surging throughout this country, and there's still like what is it? 60% of the population refuses to get vaccines.
Yep.
Also,
90% of Republicans.
Go back to Japan, where it's probably
Because-
worse, where it's even spiking even higher because of all the Olympic activity going on.
Yeah.
Right, but so anyway, what was I saying?
COVID
So around
spikes.
here, like the Republicans have got turned into a political debate whether you should take a shot or not.
Oh boy.
A deadly disease has been turned into this country into a political debate.
Yep. I mean, thank Trump for that one, man. Because
Yeah. It's just disgusting. Like people's lives are at stake, and every day I'm reading stories about, well, we were told it was a hoax and this and that, and there's like I just
Why'd you
before the
believe
show
them so
started.
readily, you fucking morons?
Yeah, I
Well,
just saw.
tweeted before the show started, like a right-wing news guy or a so-called journalist in one of the southern states is, anti-vax and stuff like that, and now he's in the hospital in critical condition with it, and his family's saying, well, no, he was never anti-vax. Oh, you should all go get shots and stuff like that.
Like, why do people mistrust science so much? I mean,
Yeah.
cars came from science, and people have no problem with cars.
I
Well, it's
understand.
because Tucker Carlson's mastered the way of getting people to hate and fear things they don't understand. And he does it in a way where, like, kind of a wink and a nod, where he doesn't directly say,
Yeah.
like, he doesn't directly say, like, I hate black people,
Yeah.
but he'll put in stories and kind of, you notice, like, he'll say more harsher things about a black person than a white person, for
Right.
instance,
Right.
if you pay attention.
Right.
But he does it in such subtle ways a lot of the time that, a lot of his viewers just sit there and listen, like, oh, nod along, and he's making them angry about the world around them.
Speaking of that, Break, I don't mean to cut you off, but you mentioned Tucker Carlson. I can't remember where I saw this, but there was a term. I think it was subliminal journalism, and that's exactly you explained to a T how Tucker Carlson does that. Like he doesn't out and out and say that he's a blatant fucking piece of shit Ku Klux Klan racist,
Yeah.
but he really is. Like he he gives those subtle, and sometimes not so subtle stories about black people and brown people and immigrants.
Or one of the stories he was peddling earlier this year, what is it, white Eurasian theory or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's something like that, right? Am I right?
Yeah, it was. I think that was to do with like the statues coming down, the Confederate
White erasure.
statues. White
Or
erasure.
something like
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I thought it was a 3-word thing, but maybe like just like white people are being erased. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this
white
country is
people are
still
still
like
the
heavily
dominant
majority white, and like
Yeah.
color.
this
Yeah.
country is heavily white, dude. White people aren't being replaced by anybody. Like,
No.
it was probably about the border more than anything.
It's kind of like it kind of goes with supremacy though, because like it's never enough for them to have a lot. They
Right.
need more.
Right.
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 Exactly. That,
Yeah.
like I said, it's subtle. He doesn't outright say it, but he's influencing you towards that opinion.
Yeah. And by the way, he was the biggest anti-Trump guy the entire time Trump was in fucking office. Like, you should see some of the shit he said about Trump, man. He's such a worthless piece of shit, man. He's the worst of the worst. Tucker Carlson is like, that's why I'm
He's a
hoping.
new Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't run for president. There was like thoughts that he might run because if he wins, he's a lot more cunning than Trump ever could be. And if he wanted to enact some of the shit that Trump wanted to enact, he would have enacted it. So I'm hoping he does not run.
That's what I'm afraid of. It's like Trump opened the door wide open for somebody with intelligence
Yep.
to come in there and just destroy everything.
Yep, absolutely. All right, what else you got, Breakman?
I had another one. What was my other stinko? Oh, last week my dryer died on me with my clothes in it.
Oh boy.
So I finally got a new dryer, which is my sweeto, but as of last Friday I didn't have one. And I was low on underwear as it was.
Turn them
So
inside out.
I was going commando a few days. I had to.
They do have laundromats too.
I know the laundromats exist. I had to buy a dryer, and as expensive as it fucking was, there's no way I was going to a laundromat because it fucking bled me dry. This year has been so goddamn expensive.
Yeah.
The new car, the medical bills. Now I had to buy a new dryer.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, thanks again, Trump, for your fucking tariff war.
Yep.
Goddamn dryers are fucking expensive now.
Yeah. And
You know what? A dryer now doesn't really do anything much differently from a dryer fucking 20 years ago.
Right.
There's no reason I should have spent $700+ on a fucking dryer.
Ooh, that's expensive.
I should have been able to get a cheap dryer.
Yeah, for sure.
So just because I've sold dryers a long time ago.
Yeah.
And when I sold dryers, comparing them to what they sell now, they aren't that fucking much different.
No.
The technology
dry your
used
fucking
to make
clothes.
it probably only cost $50.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous that the steel tariffs have raised a lot of the prices. That's the problem. Like, it probably is more than that now because of Trump and his fucking. It was steel tariffs specifically.
Well, but let's
really
be fair too.
now.
Biden hasn't exactly went in.
I know
and, like,
he hasn't. That really pisses me off.
Yeah, he should have came in and just redid
He was
everything.
doing a lot of Trump work when he came in. Why didn't he fucking undo that?
Yeah, of course.
No, instead, let's just keep rolling with it. It's fucking us over, but let's just keep rolling
Yeah,
with it.
the same thing with taxes, man. He could have that Trump gave the wealthy like the biggest fucking tax break and like almost.
The only reason I think he hasn't done anything yet is because he might be saving it for re-election.
Oh shit!
No, I think it's because he's just his mind is in other places. He's not worried about that.
He's a Republican.
Yeah, you're probably right, but it's I've just put that out there as a possibility.
Okay, I mean it's a possibility, but just look how he was with voting. Like, he made that big announcement, like Facebook is the enemy and they're evil, and then no the next day, no they're not bad. It's just like a few people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what are you doing about those people? Well, we've got to fight stronger against those people. Well, what are you going to do about it? Fight stronger. Well, how? What are you going to do? See ya.
Freak
Bye.
Freak 5 says.
Yep.
Freak 5 says, get a clothesline, hang your underwear out for your neighbors to see, Breakman. So there you go.
No, I got a dryer working now. I've got clean underwear. I'm wearing a pair of clean underwear, and not Commando.
Or
right
or
now.
you could you could do what Uncle Buck does is stick it in the fucking microwave.
Yeah, the microwave. There you go.
I gotta say, like, I'm glad it was summertime when this happened instead of like the winter when you're wearing jeans, for instance. Because you've ever caught pubic hair in jeans before?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that hurts. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so,
Nobody wants to hear about your pubic hair ever again, Breakman. Just to let you know. You know,
okay,
I'm
that's fair.
gagging right now. But okay, speaking of things that broke, my AC broke again, so
That sucks.
that's not fixed, and here I am sweating doing this show. So yay me.
Is it a window AC or is it like is it central
No,
air?
it's central air.
Damn,
man.
that's expensive.
Yeah.
I have electric heating and cooling.
I mean, it was
I was
just
gonna say, what's the heating doing? What you got the heating on for?
yeah,
No, it's for the winter.
yeah.
No, I know, but you said I got my electric heating, and then you paused before you said
Yeah,
the other thing.
exactly. So yeah, that sucks. And to go along with that, I got a fucking summer cold. So you know, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm
that's-
guessing
I got a little bit of a bug too. I don't know what's
with
going on
with the
my
symptoms
throat.
that I got, it to me it like I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV, but I think that I might have gotten the COVID, but luckily I got the fucking shot, so I'm not gonna die. So yay me, you know.
You got baby COVID. It'll go away in like 2 days.
See, what I'm worried. That's another thing I'm worried about with the spread, and it is happening. Is that because of the unvaccinated people, so many of them are there. There are so many of them that vax people are still getting sick.
Yeah,
And some
yeah.
of them severely because
Yeah.
because the anti-vaxxers don't understand like
Yeah.
vaxxing at all. One of the things about vaxxing is herd immunity.
Yeah.
So, not just that it lowers symptoms if you're able to catch it, it
Yeah.
stops them from catching it because we're all vaxxed.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
I
and the
I
things
understand.
about vaxxing is that no vax is 100%, which is why we all need to be
Yeah.
vaxxed. If
I-
it was 100%, then we wouldn't have anything to worry about. I
Right.
would say, fuck you people.
Right.
I mean, well, no, I really wouldn't. I'm still pretty upset about it. But,
Yeah.
but it's like at that point, if you get a shot and it's 100% effective, I didn't have nothing to worry about.
You know, to be
It's not
honest
the
with you,
case.
Breakman, I understood people's reservations at the very beginning because here's a vaccine that all of a sudden, in a few months' time gets created, and they did very few trials. But the thing that people didn't realize is they've been working on this shit on the novel virus for over 10 years. So it's not like this thing that just came about. They've been working on this for a while. It just like
That's another thing. Like people don't understand viruses at all, and
yeah.
our government was absolutely pathetic in explaining anything.
Right.
Really, and that was Trump. A lot of it, like
Right.
he was making sure misinformation was out there,
Yeah.
and that nobody was going to go get it.
Yep. All
Go
political
get-
bullshit.
I know.
So
And
now
I'm gonna look at Fox News right now.
I
Tucker
was just
Carlson.
about ready to say
If
Fox
you
News
ask him
is.
about getting a shot, he evades the question.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he says, well, I'm not sure what he says on shots because I try not to listen to him, but I did see some of his shit.
what's funny is all those assholes got shots. They got
that's
vaccines.
the thing. It's like they tell their people, and some of them will say, well, I never said don't get vaxxed, but at the same time, you report on when they say like one guy has a bad reaction in some state,
right.
you make that like your story. You don't talk about all the people
Yeah,
who are vaxxed and are safe.
Right. And what's funny is all that's built in. People when the doctors came out with that vaccine, the scientists came out with that vaccine, they did say there's going to be a certain amount of people that get super sick off of this and may possibly die. But it's for the greater good, and it is. It was for the greater good. That's just the way it is. You can't have an omelet without breaking some eggs. That's just how it is.
And the Delta variant has proven to be even worse than the COVID,
Oh yeah.
regular COVID. And,
Oh yeah. And Lambda
with-
is even worse than that, man. Lambda
well,
and
and
Gamma.
with an Americans fighting against vaccinating,
Yeah.
we're going to see more of those. And we're
Yeah,
just gonna have a future
and now
war
this
fighting
summer, like the
viruses all the
concerts
time.
are coming, like wrestling's back, like with fans. Like there's going to be a lot of super spreader events. I know this week is
NFL's coming back.
Cheyenne
Although
Frontier
they did announce
Days.
something that was pretty interesting. I thought the NFL said if anybody on the team catches COVID, the whole game, their game is forfeit.
That's good. That's good. That's the way it should be. Fuck it. If none of these stars want to get vaccinated, then they have to deal with the testing and all the bullshit that goes along with that.
Well,
If they
but there's so few people vaccinated, like I said, that even us who are vaxxed are still at high risk of getting
Yeah.
catching it again.
Yep. Yep.
We're at a low risk of getting it severely, but no vaccine is 100%. We could
Right.
still get severely.
Yep.
And
Yep.
just anti-vaxxers, they've been fed so much bullshit.
Yep.
And it's not just from Fox News or the
Right.
right. Like the
Right.
left also, I mean, the left-wing media also report it when one guy has a bad reaction.
Right,
to
and make it
something
like it's
that.
the worst thing ever. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right. Also, I lost
what
my.
I've seen just one more thing.
Yep.
In my news stream, it's a mix of things. It's like CNN, USA Today, AP, and
Right.
Bloomberg, and right wing and left wing, and all this stuff. So I'll see like one article about like how the vaccine is good for people, and then the next article will be an anti-vaxxer
Yeah.
article, and then it'll be back and forth. And I'm just like,
It's no wonder
this is
why
right.
people don't get it, Breakman.
Yeah.
It's people wonder why, and it's not just because they're all wacko anti-vaxxers. It's because
exactly. It's because they're
misinformation.
being lied to.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yep. All right, and also
Being
last.
lied to, they're being terrified by it.
Yeah,
They're being,
yeah.
People are playing on their worst fears for monetary reasons.
Yep. Yep. All right, my last little stinko here is I lost my glasses, so now I got to get a new pair of fucking glasses. So that's just
I
awesome.
need to add to my Sweetos.
All right,
Can be
speaking of Sweetos.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweeto of the week. I think you mentioned already.
Yeah, I said my sweet of the week is my dryer has been replaced. It was expensive, but it's that whatever. I have clean underwear again, so I call that a huge sweeto.
Yeah, no more skid marks on your jeans now, Breakman.
No, I wasn't wearing jeans.
Oh, well, shorts or slacks or whatever. So,
Uh,
All right.
Sometimes shorts.
yeah. All right, Eric, your Sweeto of the week.
Cleveland Indians finally changed their name. It's going to be Cleveland Guardians.
Yes, I saw that. That's about fucking time. And next year, the Washington football team, which had the most racist name, I think, in all of sports, is changing their name too, which is good.
Oh,
Good
they
deal.
finally picked a name.
Yeah, I
Have
think
they announced it yet?
not. It won't be till next year. It won't be till 2022.
I
But
get it.
yeah,
So they're still the Washington football team. This
yeah,
year, huh?
which is stupidly ridiculous, but it's
Mm,
better than
I'm
their.
kind of used to it because like the soccer teams are all like FC.
Yeah,
and
but
then
who
city for
cares?
some
I hate that shit, man. There's no
I
identity
know.
that way.
I do
It's
want to like have a mascot and a name.
Yeah.
But I know this shit because we got our own soccer team last year. It's like I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna give them tax breaks. Great. Major
Yeah,
League
I
Soccer's
know.
coming to town.
so stupid.
Great. More tax breaks for the wealthy.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
Yep. Mine is more of a lulz. Like Bernie and I, we were going to get some drinks from Sonic, and tell me if you've ever seen this before. A drunk, stumbling man who is trying to poop in the street. Tell me if you've ever
No.
seen that. Well, Bernie and I.
I have.
Yep.
actually.
We saw that, and we were both like, "Boy, this is something else."
Sir, this is the way.
I saw that as a little kid on the way home from a fireworks show.
Oh no, this was a grown ass man. Just trying...
No, I'm saying I saw it as a little kid. But I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
an adult doing that.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
the fireworks show.
And he
In
couldn't
the
even
middle of
stand up
downtown
straight,
Cincinnati.
and he was trying to
Wow.
poop in this like puddle of water. It actually was one of the funniest, most sad things I think I've ever seen in my life. But that was
One
my
of the things I
Sweeto.
saw and I quickly looked away. Like, oh my god. I was really.
Oh,
really
and Freak
so
Five.
disgusted.
Freak Five says his Sweeto is his central air is working just fine. You son of a bitch, exiled.
He stole his air conditioner, didn't he? He replaced
Yeah,
it
you
with his
son of a
broken
bitch. He sabotaged my air conditioner. He like flew in and sabotaged it. Okay. Next, we're gonna do funny or stupid. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat
Okay.
there, and let me actually
Just takes a moment for me. It's always slow loading.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna click on it here. I have I think it's a dog. That's what I know. And let's see what's going on here.
Is it a Snoop Dogg?
It is not a Snoop
Is
Dogg.
it a Dr. Corgan style?
Last
Nope.
night after watching Goosebumps on Netflix, I went to get a drink from the toilet bowl and the cat dove out of the bathtub and jumped on me. It scared me so bad I ran like an antelope through the kitchen and peed all over the floor. Then Dad came sprinting out in the dark and was like, "What the fuck?" And then he slipped and fell in my pee. This morning the cat is sitting in the doorway staring at me like the douche canoe that she is. Now I feel stupid and I plan on chasing all the cats in the neighborhood because I have PTSD from their demon ancestor that lives in my house. This is all a bunch of bullshit. Send huggies. And some bacon.
Okay.
Is it
So
a dog?
it's a dog sitting in a chair. It's a big pit bull, and he's explaining how the cat like scared the living piss out of him, literally. And his
I think it's stupid, but
I
funny.
I found some funny value in that, but overall it's still stupid. I
Yeah,
agree, Eric.
it could have been a tweet. There's no reason for a video. Is the thing? It's just a dog sitting in a chair.
Right.
I mean, if they
Well,
actually
that long
showed any of that
explanation
stuff
wouldn't have
happening.
fit in the Twitter
Yeah.
one post.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like if they'd actually show any of that stuff on this video, like the
Yeah.
point of TikTok is to show a video.
Yeah.
This is just a dog sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
If they'd showed maybe a
Images
portion of
to
that
go
scene
with
or
the
something.
narration. Yeah.
The narration was kind of funny, you know, like talking
That's
about.
what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah, like that was kind
Um,
of funny, but it didn't. There was nothing going on in this video, so I said this.
I've
was
seen
just a
better
TikTok
versions
fail.
of this theme.
This is just a fail to me.
Yeah. I think it. I mean, the narration definitely funny. The dog's cute as hell, but just stupid video. It
Yeah,
just
like,
proves my
if the
point
dog
that
was doing something would
Yeah.
be interesting.
TikTok is stupid in general. Bernie says no, but I think TikTok is stupid. Freak5 says, LOL, I was thinking I see a drunk stumbling man in the mirror sometimes. And then Frank says, pooping in the street, and he's like, yep, that's me. Wow, Freak5, that's an admission there. One day I was walking downtown for lunch and saw a pile of human shit on the sidewalk. How do you know it was human, man? Did you test it?
Mhm.
Did you test it? I don't know. So that's that.
He whooped out. He had his testing kit in his utility belt. He just whooped it out and kind of took a sample there. Took it home to his freak computer and in his freak basement.
Yep.
Analyzed
The
it.
freak cave.
The freak case.
That's right.
Okay, we're gonna move on to free for all. Okay, we're down to 16 game shows left. 8 will survive
Baby.
today, and then we'll finish up next week with a couple of rounds. Are you excited about this tournament, Breakman? We waited for
Oh,
you.
I'm so excited. I got my. No, yeah,
Okay. I have dogs. This wasn't dog shit. Freak5 says.
was it moose shit?
Yeah, it could have been moose
Cat
shit. Could have
shit.
been cat shit. Could have been a myriad of other shits other than human.
Squirrel
Bigfoot,
shit.
squirrel shit.
A
Yeah.
lot of squirrel shit.
Okay. First matchup we got for you guys here. This is a good one. Supermarket Sweep versus Pressure Luck. Breakman, who do you got in this one?
Let me see. Supermarket sweep. Versus pressure. I love supermarket sweep, but
Yeah.
pressure luck is just the whammies were so much fun. I gotta go pressure luck.
Pressure Luck it is. What say you, Eric?
Same.
Same, huh? All right. Let's see if I can find a clip with who I'm gonna pick. And here is. Nope.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Wah, wah, wah.
Here we go. Oh, never mind.
Wait, what?
We get Disney Plus. Let me skip the ads here. And I'm picking this.
Big bugs, please. No whammy, stay away, please. This is for my sweetie. Stop!
Right on a whammy, man. I love that more than almost anything. Those stupid little graphics that they have. Yeah.
No whammy, no whammy. Whammy.
Yep.
Aw.
Whammy. Yep. It's got to be Pressure Luck. I mean, I love Supermarket Sweep too, man. Like watching those people run around with the cart, and they always would not go to the meat, which would piss me off. But you know.
I know. Like they'd always go to like low,
Yep.
non-expensive items, and
Yep.
you're just like, what are you idiots
I know.
doing?
Go straight for
Like-
the seafood, you idiot. You know that's what you got to do.
It's like it looked like sometimes they'd be going for what they would normally grocery shop for, and you're like,
Yeah.
no, that's not how you play the game.
Quit picking the rice-a-roni, you dumbass. You know, like stupid shit like that. Yeah. All right, next matchup we got here. Let's Make a Deal versus Gong Show. Eric, I'm going to go with you first.
Let's make a deal.
All right, Breakman.
Oh, this one's tough. It's
I have no idea
like-
what Gong Show is.
I like Gong Show because if you screw up on it, they pull out the cane on you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
They hit the giant gong, for God's sakes. That giant gong was amazing.
I
Oh yeah,
know.
okay. I'm changing my mind. 'Cause it's not- I forgot what your description of it was until you mentioned it again.
Play a clip of it, Frank.
What, Gong Show?
Yeah, like
All
it for him.
right. Let's play a little clip of Gong Show. If I can find it here. Let's see if I can find it.
It's just when they don't want to come off the stage is the best part.
Yeah.
No, you got gonged, bitch. You gotta go.
What the hell's going on? Oh, he's hit the gong.
Yeah.
So basically, it was like like you know how modern day it's like who's got talent, America's Got Talent,
Yeah,
and they,
yeah.
you know,
they
like
always
it's just
applaud them and they say how good they are, but in
Right.
Gong Show it was like, no, they were hardcore about. No, you suck. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. All right. Well, Breakman, I'm gonna pick before you pick. I'm picking Let's Make a Deal because I think Let's Make a Deal is a fantastic show. As much as I love Gong Show,
Yes.
but what are you
No,
picking,
that's
Break?
the problem. This is a good competition because Let's Make a Deal is a fun show.
Yeah.
Because that one was you could really get screwed over. Like, here's a good prize I'm gonna offer you, but you could take what's behind door number 5.
Yep.
Or 3 or 4. They had 3 doors, right?
Yep. 3 doors.
Okay.
And
Door number 2.
Yep.
Wah, wah,
Yeah, it
it's
was
a
like, what did they
used
call it?
dumpster.
Like when they got something shitty, it was like they called it something like zoinked. You got zoinked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. For
Which
my
one?
gong sound.
Gong. Okay. Wow. Gong pulls off the upset. I'm really surprised. But Gong Show moves on. All right. Next matchup we have for you guys: Price is Right versus Whose Line Is It Anyway? I'm gonna go first on this one. This one's really tough for me because I love Whose Line Is It Anyways with Drew Carey and Brian Stiles and all those guys. You know, the super funny show where the points don't really mean anything. But I'm gonna pick Price is Right. Breakman, what you picking?
Mhm. I gotta concur. Price is Right is just one of the greatest game shows ever made. I
Yeah.
think just a variety of different types of games. They've added and changed them over the years.
And the best is
Um,
Plinko for sure. Plinko's the
I know.
best.
Like that one. A lot of the games take skill and they take knowledge, but there are some of them like Plinko, which can be completely random.
Yeah, I love
And,
shows like
a
that.
hole in
Yeah.
one or hole in two. Like, I suck at putt. I can
Yeah.
never. Can I have like 5 tries here?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that one.
Yeah. All right, Eric.
Um,
Whose line is it anyways, or Price is Right?
Does it really matter at this point?
Well, I mean, is it a clean
yeah,
sweep?
I mean, yeah.
It does matter.
I was gonna pick Whose Line, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. Right, because Price is Right moves on based on majority, but happens to all of us, Eric. It happened to me, like with Let's Make a Deal. So next matchup we got Double Dare versus Remote Control. Ooh, Nickelodeon versus MTV. Eric, you go first.
I'm gonna go with Double Dare.
Okay. Breakman.
I really like Control. One of my favorite shows back on the MTV. But I like Double Dare way more. I used to always watch Double Dare. I couldn't miss Double Dare.
I think I agree. I'd love the
I
Double
wanted
Dare.
to be on Double Dare, but there's never an opportunity here in Ohio. So.
All right, next matchup we got for you guys: Newlywed Game versus Hollywood Squares. Breakman, you go first on this one.
I am a huge fan of Hollywood Squares. They're usually B-level celebrities in the Hollywood Squares, but they were, there'd be sometimes some funny characters.
When
actors
Joan
or
Rivers was on
musicians
there, it was funny as fuck, man. I mean, that I agree.
And there were people like they've been renewed and redone over the years,
Yeah.
but back in the original Hollywood Squares, there were people that were staples on it, like Joan Rivers and
Whoopi Goldberg and
yeah, Whoopi Goldberg. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
All right, Eric, your choice. Hollywood Squares. Hollywood.
Squares.
All right, I would have picked Newlywed Game just because I thought that the host was funny as fuck, but I don't have a problem with that. Hollywood Squares moves on. All right, next matchup: Who Wants to Be a Millionaire versus the Pyramid. And I'm gonna go first on this one, guys. I'm more of an old school guy. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was kind of a newer game show and still pretty good, but I mean, to me, Pyramid was was a great show. The $25,000
I
pyramid
have no
with Dick
reference to
Clark.
Pyramid, so I'm going with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay, so then Breakman, you're the tiebreaker.
Who
on
Wants
this
to
one.
Be a Millionaire is a fun show. I like Howie Mandel a lot, but it's completely random. It is 100%.
It was Regis Philbin.
Yeah, Regis.
Howie.
Oh wait, what am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Deal or No Deal, man.
No Deal. Oh, okay, never mind. Let me restart over then. I'm thinking No Deal, No Deal. Who Wants to Be? Oh, that's the question game. I love that one. Yeah, I'm going with that one.
You son of a bitch, man. You son of a bitch. Pyramid is a
Sorry,
great show.
I had it confused with
dare you.
Deal or No Deal for some reason. No, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So you get to phone a friend and shit like that. I love that.
Yeah, I like that game too, but man, how could you go against Pyramid? You sons of bitches, man.
By not knowing what it even is.
It's a great show, man, with Dick Clark. How dare you guys? They would have celebrities. All right. Dating game, which I don't know if you guys knew this. There was a serial killer featured on that show. Versus Wheel of Fortune. Breakman, you go first.
I don't even think this is competition. Wheel of Fortune.
Okay. Eric?
Wheel of Fortune.
And that's a trifecta because I'm going with Wheel of Fortune as well. Our final matchup is Floor is Lava versus Jeopardy. Eric, you go first on this one.
I'm going with Jeopardy.
Okay, Breakman.
I don't even think this is competition either. Besides, we all want to see Jeopardy versus Wheel of Fortune.
Florida is Lava is, which might as well be Florida.
Florida is Lava.
Yeah. Is pretty good show. I do enjoy it. I'm surprised it got this far, but there's no way it's beating Jeopardy, which means next week we've got a titanic matchup, guys. Wheel of Fortune versus Jeopardy. Holy shit. That's going to be awesome. So we still got some, man, I don't know. My favorite to go all the way would be Jeopardy, but you know, I don't know how it's going to go. And my dark horse would be Pressure Luck. So we've got some.
I'm going to say mine is Price is Right.
Well, that's a big one for sure. So, Eric, what do you say? What are you thinking is going to go all the way?
Jeopardy, probably.
Ooh, okay. Well, there you go. All right, it's a preview of next week, so hopefully you guys tune in next week to see that. I'm excited, man. Next week we'll crown the winner. Freak says, Floor is Lava is a great show. Did you watch an episode, Eric? It's really good.
No.
It's fun.
It's on Netflix, so I can check it out.
Yeah, you should. It's really fun. It is fun. I do like that show.
Is it old or is it like...
No, it's
newer.
newer.
Only a few years old.
No, it's like last year, I think. Last year or year before it came out. It's really good. I think it's fun. Doesn't have a lot of legs. I don't think it's one of those shows that's gonna be around for a while. All right, guys. I think we're gonna. Did you guys have any free for all topics you want to talk about before we jet, or are we good to go?
No, I need to get some extra food in my stomach because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think I need to do the same. Plus, I'm under the weather, man. Holy shit!
Yeah, I was
gonna
say you probably should go lay down.
Yeah.
Somewhere that isn't an oven.
Oh, it's my whole house is an oven, man. I need to get out of here and get something to eat and drink, and then get some air.
It isn't cooler outside, is it?
Yeah. It is. It's cooler outside than it is in here. It's like 90 degrees outside and like 91 or 2 degrees inside.
Yeah.
Man,
I worked in the kitchen in the summer once, and I'd go outside and it was in the 90s and it was cooler outside. And I'm like, fuck this place.
Yep.
I'm not working here anymore.
That's how it is right now, man. All right, I guess we'll end it there. Breakman, do your plugs.
You can follow me at RPGrinders on Twitter, where you can ask Dear Breakman a question, and then you can get some cowbell. And let me see here. We got some Harmy. And then I got this thing here. I don't even know what this is.
It sort of sounds like a combination harmonica and vuvuzela.
You can make those different things Patreon goals.
The only thing you need now, Breakman, is a kazoo and a vuvuzela, man.
I want some bongos.
Or some bongos too, man. That'd be awesome, man. Freak 5 says, hydrate yourself, Frank. Freak 5, it's really hard, man. I'm trying, man. I'm not a huge water drinker, but I got to start, man. Like I agree, Freak 5.
I drink water during breaks at work.
Yeah, I got to drink some more water for sure.
Not during breaks.
I need to get that thing that Tom Petty had. You know that thing where he wears his harmonica? I need one of those.
Yeah.
And some bongos.
Yeah, for sure.
Go with this.
Okay, Eric.
She told me to blow in it hard, but it's really loud.
Actually, you skipped over my stinkos, didn't you?
I didn't. Oh, you know what?
You did. You
I
totally
think I did, Eric. Let's do your stinkos
Oh,
before
no.
we get out of here, man. What's your stinko?
I didn't do that. That was Mrs. Bergman. I'm just saying.
Okay. First of up is Mississippi calling for the Supreme Court to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Because of course they would.
And people are worried that's going to happen because Mississippi apparently has weight.
Ugh, oh boy.
No, what I'm worried. Well, I don't. The fact that they're going to talk about it this fall is what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court is going to finally address it, and I'm worried about what's going to happen then.
Well, we just gotta hope.
Also,
man.
the Olympics suck even harder because Koichi Sugiyama, who is a non-king denier and also a denier of Japanese comfort women, which are basically sex slaves.
Oof.
Well,
And
women like
and
shit.
so he's an ultra nationalist, and so he supplied Dragon Quest music for the people to march to, along with Final Fantasy, which it also is kind of scummy because that was definitely orchestrated by the administration in order to make Japan look cool, to ignore the problems that are happening around the Olympics, like the spike in COVID cases.
They should have canceled it.
The staffer who assaulted someone, and then there was the various issues with those stupid beds. I mean, sure, they're not the anti-sex beds that we were led to believe because that was bad journalism, but the fact that they're made out of cardboard makes them uncomfortable, and that's kind of gross.
Yeah, way to treat
look
your
how
athletes.
they treated a few women like that. They're not gonna let black women wear hair. Is it like
also that
the swimming the thing in their hair?
That's
I don't know what that thing's called. It's not
It's like
someone
that.
had to
swing
drop
cap,
out
I think.
because
Yeah.
they made the person drop out because of that stuff.
And then another woman's dropping out because they won't let her bring her seeing eye dog with her. Like what the fuck?
That was actually the Paralympics, but that's basically the Olympics. So
Yeah,
Well,
and,
yeah,
and
it's just for the disabled people.
also, Sha'Carri Richardson is not going to get a chance to win a gold medal, which she would have fucking won, because she smoked fucking weed. Get the fuck out of here, Olympics! You guys
smoked
are
weed, not even during competition.
right. Not even during competition.
In a state where it's perfectly legal.
Years before.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Meanwhile, the president didn't stand up for her at all. Well, she knew the rules. Oh, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, thanks, you
Thanks for
piece of
that.
shit. Exactly, you motherfucker.
Instead, you're gonna go bash the girl who turned her back on the flag. Okay, go ahead. You're
Yeah,
asshole. Whatever.
exactly. Okay, Eric. Anything else on that?
No, that's it. Those
All
are
right.
my stinkos.
Freak Pie says a friend of mine was driving with her boyfriend. This was years ago. We were still in high school. Her boyfriend made her pull the car over because he saw two dogs jumping and wanted
I
to
think
watch.
he meant the humping.
Oh, humping.
That's what I think he meant.
Well,
There-
why
I
would
just
you?
don't understand why, like, two dogs are jumping, so...
The
Yeah.
H is right next to the J on the keyboard. He probably hit the wrong one.
Well, I'm guessing humping, but why would you want to pull over to see that? That's so dumb.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like.
All right, Eric, what you got?
I mean, did he at least film it?
But
Yeah.
as far as plugs that go, there's BostonBashBrigade.com. I write reviews on there. I had some melancholy a couple days ago because I was considering dropping out of the review business because a lot of the times I have to either wait for a review to get put up, and usually takes a week or more.
Yeah.
Because of Evan's weird scheduling, because he has to do his own stuff. And then that's the only other site I could put written reviews up. So I don't know. Maybe I thought I got depressed about that, but then I had an idea. The idea was to put my reviews in just plain text format. It's not going to look anything fancy, but at least it will be there as a benefit to those who sub to my channel.
Okay.
Or Patreon channel. And you can read that early, and then you could read the official one later.
That's not a bad idea, Eric. Not a bad idea at all. What else you got?
But other than that, I'm going to do audio reviews for the smaller games that I only have so much to say about.
Yeah.
Or maybe games I'm really interested in and things I might not want to... Things I might want to talk about that are spoiler heavy.
Okay. Anything
But
else?
that's on my the podcast feed. But if you like that stuff, you want to support me. My Patreon will be in my Twitter profile at RPGrinders, or you can just look my name up, Eric Kelly, on Patreon. But other than that, that's it.
Okay. Let's see what else. Man, I hate this shit. It's fucking every time I try to click on Wyland's name to make him a mod, it fucking does some weird shit, man. It's so stupid. I'm working
There's
on
gonna
that.
be only one. It's the Highlander, Frank.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Want to thank everybody in chat. I know MXT was in there. Good friend Freak 5 was in there. Dungeon, our good friend. Who else is there? 2020 was in there. Welcome, and thanks for joining. Akibis was in there. Commander Root. And Discover for Small Streamers was in there. That's not a
But
bot at
no
all.
Dr. Korgenstein, huh?
Right.
No.
Wyland was in there, good friend Wyland, and Violet's TV. Thank you all for joining so much. Really appreciate it. If you're listening on the archives, on any of number of ways that you can listen to RPGrinders, whether it be Apple TV or iTunes or Podbean or YouTube or anywhere that you listen, thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate that. I have a new channel on YouTube, which if you search it, you're gonna have a hard time. I'll throw a link later, maybe next week, in the chat and on the thing. But it's called Mexican Long Hair. You guys are gonna want to check it out. It's First Amendment audits done the right way. And the first 3 videos I have there are real good bangers. There's a couple of piece of shit cops that you guys are gonna want to watch squirm. Is the best way that I could put it. But check that out. You can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. On any of the systems, Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, I think it's RPGrinders. So just look up RPGrinders, you'll find me. And I think that's about it. Anything else, gentlemen?
Dragon Ball Super Superhero form officially announced.
Oh, there you go. All right.
It's going to have a time skip. So they're going ahead of the manga, apparently.
Yeah. All right, Breakman, anything else? Why do I want to wear a miner's hat and pan for gold while I'm listening to you do the harmonica, Breakman? It's so weird.
You kind of that beat. I kind of got that old.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if
sitting
it's
next
the manga.
to the miners sitting next to a cottage that's kind of falling apart, sitting outside and all their gear and just playing that and
right.
blowing into a giant whiskey bottle.
Right.
Or what?
Jug.
Whiskey jug. Yeah, that. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting
banjo.
that vibe, man. I'm like, wow, we should go pan for gold and act like we're drunken miners. That'd be cool. Freak5 says, check out Bernie's OnlyFans. She has some really good bangers in there too. How dare you, Freak5, you son of a bitch.
Good.
All right, I think that's about all the time we have for. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, now it's time for dinner. Make a
Bye. Freak is exiled, son of a bitch.
All this super talk is reminding me I need to read Super post Sherman Power.
Yeah.
Because even though I hear the moral arc is not that great, it's been on fire lately.
Yeah. All right, thanks everybody in chat. Really appreciate it.
I don't know if you heard about Super Saiyan God of Destruction Vegeta.
A little bit. I've been kind of avoiding it.
Thanks everybody in chat. Really appreciate you all. You guys know that.
I kind of want to read it on the Viz app on my phone. My phone's kind of small,
Yeah.
so maybe I should get a tablet.
Yeah. All right, everybody in chat, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. I'm going to end the stream, and, there you go. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. How dare you.